I need a dark blue. I have one that would work, but it's not long enough. Like, darn it. And it's 32 count. And I'm like, I tried a little bit over one. I'm like, no, that's not going to work. Not going to work. So, because I was all prepared to start this. And I was like, I went to, like, even went to Michael's the next day, got all the floss. I was like, yeah. So I had to contact Rolanda and say, can I get a, what do you say, commission, custom piece? So, but she asked if I was in a hurry. I'm like, no, I'm not in a hurry.
So question, you said you use your credit card when you're over here. It so automatically converts, obviously.
Yeah.
But did you feel like you paid like a conversion rate, or was it just straight converted?
I think it was straight converted. I didn't really see, I mean, I guess I didn't look with a fine tooth or comb either, but I didn't see a charge that, oh, you used it in the States, I'm going to charge you this much, unless it was in each transaction's cost. I don't know.
But none of them seem like outrageous, like you paid another 2% on top of whatever you spent. I mean,
I don't know, because I just believe, okay, like I spend, let's say, $200 at Needleworkers Delight, and now I got to pay $280. I'm like, okay, whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I know it would be more in Canadian, right? So I never figured out like exactly how it was determined, the price. I just figured they know what they're doing. Even they could have charged me a whole lot more, I wouldn't have known. But I had a MasterCard. It's yeah, I guess you guys wouldn't have it. Just President's Choice MasterCard PC.
See, I have Capital One MasterCard, and I have a Citibank. I think it's MasterCard too. No, it's Visa. It's a Visa.
But Visa's taken everywhere pretty much, so that's fine. You're what? Mm-hmm. Oh. Are you applying for a credit card or?
No.
Oh.
Just trying to understand the best means of paying for things while we're over there. I wasn't sure, like, if I just wanted to take a whole shit ton of cash with me or take some and pull some out while I was there. Like,
oh, just take some. When you just said that, take a whole ton of cash over with me, I felt like you lost it.
Or, right. Well, that's where I was like, I just don't know, you know,
or someone steals it at your purse or whatever, and it's like, oh my gosh, you know, like. Mm-hmm. It's different because if you lose your wallet, you've lost a little bit of cash and credit cards. Well, you just call them up and cancel it, right?
Right.
So.
Well, and I was reading all these articles about, like, when people give you change, they know shortchange you and pocket the difference and, like, all different kinds of stuff. I'm like, I don't know that I want to do any of that.
I know, because what are they over there? Just pounds, or is it euros?
It's pounds, because I thought it was euros, and I had been okay. So, like, I put in euro to dollar when I was trying to buy the passes, and it said it was going to be $1,360, and then when I got my bank charge, it was 14 something, and I was like, what the pounds, not euros. So. Yeah, I had to learn that. And, like, euros right now is like $1.10 for every American dollar. but euros is like $1.17 for every American dollar. So it's a little, the exchange rate's not as pretty. So everything's more expensive.
What are you looking for? If you're bored, you can clean the kitchen. There's not that many dishes. I already did them. You put fruit in there. Some people put cucumbers in there. No, like real fruit. That's why the middle part looks like a little cage, so it keeps the fruit in there. I don't have any. I don't want to work on this anymore. Yeah, some people cut it up and then you put it in there and then you add water and you add cucumber water. It's gonna taste great. Oh, my brain is mush. I need another tea. That's what I need. Oh.
This was crazy because I ordered these London passes on Wednesday and they got here today. 2 days to ship here.
From where? From
London. Yeah.
What?
That was insane. They came knocking on the door today. I was not expecting it.
Like, what passes? Like a ferry or?
Well, first there's the London pass. This goes to like all the museums, you know, several of the attractions like the London Eye and stuff like that.
Okay, wow.
Also has these, which is like to ride on the tube or a bus or any of that stuff. The travel card.
Cool.
So, I mean, I paid extra to have it expedited because we're leaving so soon.
Oh.
But it still said it was going to be 4 to 5 days. And it got here in 2. It's like,
wow.
I was very impressed. Because, you know, so many of those, like, I was actually like, I had made preparations in case they didn't make it here in time, even though they said 4 days. Just because with the holidays and everything else, I was like,
Tuesday, today's only the 7th. You got 1, 2, 3, I don't know, at least 3 weeks. When do you leave again?
Yeah. We leave out the 2nd. So, well, we'll leave home the 1st.
Okay.
And then we drive down, and Casey and I are staying with Casey's parents are staying with his brother. And then the next day, they'll take us to the airport so we don't have to park our vehicles at the airport.
Yeah.
So. And then I also I got on Groupon and found this tour that we wanted to do for like 53% off or something like that. It's awesome.
Are you seeing Stonehenge?
That's the tour that I was just talking about.
Oh, cool.
It's at Stonehenge, Bath, and Stratford upon Avon, which is where Shakespeare's from.
Ooh.
So
yeah, you put that in and then add the water. Silly. That's cool.
It looks like snow globe. The cucumbers are full.
Maybe I should just start Spangled. Should I start Spangled?
that's what I'm working on tonight.
Really?
Yeah, so that's fun.
What's spangled?
Another pattern. Oh, it's got stars. Isn't it nice?
Don't start another one. Go on to your other ones that you were doing.
Whoa.
It's so much fun to start new stuff.
How many berries do you have? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Sorry, she'll lose count.
Oh, wait.
I know. I was thinking about that one too. That's a nice one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
But do I really want to do it on this? Yes, I do.
5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, let's go for it. Why not?
You have more than this.
My cold brain can do it.
You have 13. I see.
13. Wow, you're way off. Sure, I only have 13. Okay.
Yeah, let's go with that. Oh man, I need to pull up the YouTube.
Wait, you guys are live?
Yeah, so if you go on the tablet into your room, you can watch us.
I thought you don't like live stuff. Don't put it on. Oh my God.
I guess it is. Look, there's 2 people. Oh, you should do this more often. It's one way of clearing the room.
I know I started recording that video of us decorating the tree, and my son's like, I don't want to be in the video. And he's on the floor. Like, you're so silly.
Oh, look, I didn't even notice they
Hello.
have the song on here. Let's see. Oh, what do we get to start with? Black. Go
Is
figure.
anybody watching?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Find the video.
I don't think she has it up yet. I don't know.
Says lie.
No, I don't think. I don't know.
Is anybody watching us? Say yes in here.
What? No. She's trying to figure it out. Go drink your cucumber water.
You'd think as many times as I've done this. This is a tough one.
Alright, let's see.
Start with black.
Let's see.
This is a lie.
Oh, I just a cucumber.
You do? Reminds me, I need a drink. Can you get my water bottle from the bottom of the fridge, please? The iced tea one. Please. You see it there?
Is it purple? No, is it brown?
Yes, brown. I'm drinking the brown water. Why is it always
This
not?
is not the black water. Not sure if that's better.
Thank you, because I'm parched.
What does that
My throat's dry. Oh, it's better.
mean? Hello, is anybody watching?
It says we don't have any watchers right now.
How about you go on the tablet and then there'll be one watching?
Okay.
Okay.
You'll be watching yourself.
What?
You'll be watching
Oh, that's
yourself.
possible. My other self will be watching. That's right. It logs in as Crafty Kim.
Okay.
Oh.
What's it called?
Who's texting me now?
What is it called? I don't know what it's called.
It'll just be on my subscriptions.
I'm loading. Am I loading? Oh, it's still loading.
Wait.
I don't see it.
Well, you're not
On your subscriptions.
Why is it look like this way?
No, awful.
Oh, there's a new video from Jennifer Upton. I gotta watch that one. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't have it up yet.
It says it's up. I'm looking at the settings. To see if it's good.
I can always open another window.
I almost drank half the thing.
Oh, good for you. Yeah, see, it's right there. And you're in the back. I don't know why it's not. Oh, there. It's going to reload. Let's see with the refreshing. Don't click on it.
Why?
Because it'll be weird. There you go.
That way I have the chat up in case anybody's over there. And actually, you know, you were asking about the Stitch pattern. I think it releases on Sunday this week. They're doing something different. So.
I thought it was either on the weekend. I didn't think it was like tonight. All right, which needle should I use? This one looks good. Oh, it's bent. Why do you keep all the bent ends?
There's too much.
Alexis, if you're gonna be like this, go away. Yeah, one of them do. Just
My like.
There's too much.
Yeah, you and I guess someone else. I don't know.
I said hello.
Did you? I don't see you.
Oh, there's only one watching now.
Oh, I don't have a list of who's watching.
Well, I do.
Oh, well, good for you. I don't. See?
There's nobody else on yet. So that's why.
Alright, I gotta figure this out again. Cross stitch calculator. Okay.
What?
What am I doing? $205 by.
Can somebody please watch us?
Hello. Average should be 18 by 22. Oh, this is a square, so okay, it doesn't matter. No one can see you. Ow.
I'll be right back.
Now we'll go. Oh, can I have that ruler back? Where's that ruler? Can I have
On the table.
it back, please? Oh, man. Mm.
Whee. It's cold and wet.
That's what she said.
You know how they have on the porter potties, they have those little vents on the side?
Yeah.
Well, it's raining just sideways enough that the toilet seat was soaked.
Oh, wow. Mm.
And it's cold.
Thank you.
It's yuck here right now. Like it's supposed to rain all night. The low is 34. Crazy. Okay, I'm gonna pull.
We are -5 right now.
That sounds really cold.
We are in the negative.
-5 is 23. So yeah, it's colder there.
But tomorrow we're Sunday.
Ours is just about 0.
Tomorrow's?
No, Sunday's gonna be a really nice day. It's gonna be +2. That's a nice day.
In the morning when I woke up, it was so sunny in my room.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like 1 here right now. Seems so weird to say. It's windy, but it is.
Yeah.
1 Celsius.
Yes. I see
If it was 1 Fahrenheit, it'd be really cold. One here is what? A -17 there.
I don't know, but we have had that before. Like,
almost done.
that can happen with wind chill, -17. We've had that before.
I'm almost done.
It gets colder in Manitoba. I don't know how we do it there. It's like -40 or 50 with wind chill. Oh, it's colder there.
Okay, I'm going back to my room.
Okay, bye.
I'm amazed people can live like that. Like, when it's that cold. They're like icicles.
I know, I can barely do like half that. I'm like, nope. I guess they just, well, isn't it like how people, like when they live in Alaska, like they leave their cars plugged in, like they just do it.
Lots of layers and, you know, I'm sure they're adjusted, right? Because they've lived there their entire lives. They probably moved to Texas and just die in the summer when it becomes 110 degrees.
Yeah. Well, it's the same way. Like, yeah, where you guys live or Arizona, whatever, when it becomes 100, close to 120 degrees, I'm like, oh my goodness, why? How are you not roasting?
I do. That's the only thing I don't like about being here is it does get. I mean, in the summer, I don't leave the house. If I don't have to.
Yeah. Like I would be a bear.
That's why my husband was driving the car that messed up. That's why he drove it for the last few summers because it had no AC in it. I was like, it's not happening. I cannot do it.
Yeah.
Because when I get hot, one, I get really irritable. So like my fuse is this long, and better not mess with me. The kids ended up staying up a little later last night because we were trying to get that surveillance system in, and you know, they're crawling around in the attic and stuff, so it's not like the kids are going to lay down and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Man, my son was the worst getting out of bed this morning. He didn't do well when you mess with his time, and I had to pull the dad card. I was like, I'm going to go get your dad. And I did, too.
Oh, because, yeah, today's a Friday, so it was school day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, my kids had a PA day, so I did not have to get up as early or take them to school, so that was nice.
I was seriously tempted to give them an off day, but Ryan was sick the day of the putting everything together. He had gotten sent home for throwing up at school. And they're already missing extra days in January because we'll be out of town, so I don't really want to, push that too much. See where I'm at, Kim? It's on. I just love this pattern.
Look, I just started.
And it's like the turquoise color that's in the star. It's like, when I look at the color, I'm like, that's an okay color. But then when you put it against the black and the other colors, you're like, whoa, that's a really pretty color.
Oh.
The darker colors around it kind of make the turquoise in it pop. So.
Well, I think that's why I like hoity-toity, because it does kind of the same thing with the black around it, right?
Mm-hmm. Probably check virtual stitchers and make sure nobody's asking questions. Christine said, yay for new starts.
Oh, what'd she say?
On the YouTube. She said, yay for new starts.
I'm not seeing it. Where? Oh, I gotcha. Because I do have to open up.
Hey, Courtney.
Hey, Sammy. Hey, Kim.
Oh, hello.
How are you guys doing? I saw the Google Live on Flosstube or YouTube. I'm like, hey, that looks like fun. And I was just thinking I'm tired, but I want to see my fellow stitchers.
Yeah, looks like.
Hey, Kim.
Hello. Hello.
You guys were talking about cold weather. Are you up in Alaska?
No, I was kind of comparing it a little bit. I'm in Ontario, Canada.
Oh, that's cold.
I'm just -5 right now.
Oh, that's just a little cold then.
It's not that bad.
No big deal. You just can't feel your face as soon as you walk outside. That's all.
You're in New Mexico, right?
Yes, ma'am. We got a little bit of snow last night, but nothing really to sneeze about. 517.
Oops. Oh, I didn't know you get hot.
Hey, Belinda.
Belinda.
Are we echoing?
We're echoing and lagging. What was another?
Real life, yo.
Word. This is why technology is taking over the world. Oh shit. There we go.
Avalanche.
There we go. But yeah, saying some parts of New Mexico get snow, some parts don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like where I'm at in northern New Mexico, we get snow. But the further south and farther west you go, the less snow you're likely to see.
Because northern New Mexico, you get up closer to the mountains.
Yeah. In fact, I'm just about in the mountains, in the San Cristo Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
We're about an hour or so south of Colorado. But yeah. Have you ever heard of the Taos Ski Valley? It's supposed to be really popular, but right now it's not that popular. So that's the area where I'm near. Talking real life, my fiance is sleeping right next to me. Cuddling with the dog and one of the cats. Well, one of the dogs and one of the cats.
Oh, we lost Belinda.
Aw, bummer.
Christine says Australia hit 38 degrees Celsius, so 101 Fahrenheit.
101?
Mm-hmm.
You. What's up, Macy? Kim, you just started a project right there?
No, I've had this one for a couple months. I started in October, but
that one, I've been loving watching that one grow.
Yeah, but Kim just started it tonight.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Just started.
Cool.
So I was like, I don't feel like working on this project anymore. And I look over, I'm like, why don't I just work on Spangled? Let's start Spangled. And then Sammy's like, that's what I'm working on. I'm like, it's meant to be.
I'm getting close to a page finish and a row finish.
Nice.
On my Dragoon. Right there.
Ooh, wow.
So close.
Yes, so close.
It doesn't look like that much, but sometimes it's so much.
Especially since it's 1/1 on 25 count.
Yeah.
Ugh. Missy, are you possessed? She's like sitting over here just spazzing out, trying to clean her foot. Weird cat.
Ugh, 113. I don't. Ugh.
My mom.
Christine said, that's mild. Our hot is 42 to 45, so 107 to 113.
Yikes.
We actually had a pretty mild summer this year. Like, we stayed in the 90s to 100s.
I think we broke 100 one day, and that was it. It was mostly in the mid to low 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, hot.
I'd be much happier if my range went from like 40 to 70, and that's it.
Yes. 75 tops.
Right, yeah.
Just enough to like
80
walk
if
around
it's a day.
Yeah. Yes.
My husband loves when it gets in the high 90s, and I'm just, ugh.
Yeah.
Everybody smells bad. You stick to everything.
Yeah. Come here, Diamond. It's a good kitty.
What are you working on today, Belinda? Are we still working on Mira's?
No, their fantasy sale from like 2 years ago. And being referee for my kids who are not getting along.
Been there.
You look like you've got yourself a lovely little sunburn there, Belinda.
This was sheep work. I had to draft some sheep. And in the half an hour that I was in the sun, I got red.
Oh, lovely. I was telling a coworker today, you know where I would rather be right now?
Nice 36 degrees today.
That's like, what, 100 degrees Fahrenheit?
Not here.
Yikes.
I have no idea. I know that when we get to about 45, that's a lot.
Do you have humidity or is it just heat right now?
Both.
36 is hot, but
so
when
it rains, then you're going to get 80% humidity. But if it's not got storms coming or anything, then it's nice.
Oh,
yeah.
You get the best of both worlds. There we go. I don't know about y'all, but I would rather be in Australia right now. It's too damn cold up here.
I like it.
Yeah. You're just, you know, odd, and that's okay. 2, 3, 4. Did I do 4? I did do 4. Macy, what you doing, Bobby? Come here. Boop.
My son was asking me yesterday if we were going to get an Elf on the Shelf. And I have not wanted to join this bandwagon. So I keep telling him, you know, Elf on the Shelf is there to watch kids to report to Santa whether they should be on the naughty or the nice list.
Right.
And so since he's never come close to getting on the naughty list, we haven't had to have an Elf on the Shelf. He said, but I hit my sister. Like, uh-huh. You're not helping. Really wants this elf.
But people do like creepy things with Elf on the Shelf, though.
I know.
I mean, I've seen some creepy things. Oh. I have to show you guys this. This is so cute. Hold on.
It's surrounded.
Yeah. Couldn't have my lap, so she took over Dane.
Christine says you have to pick the right part of Australia. Some of us have snow, some on fire, flood, and on cyclone watch.
Wow.
Sounds like Texas.
Kim, do you guys get a lot of crazy weather up in Ontario? Outside of cold?
Yeah. We can have days where it's snowing, and then you can walk out with the coat without a coat on. Like, you get a bit of everything in one day sometimes.
Yeah.
But our winters last forever. We didn't have a very long fall.
Ah.
Yeah, us either. We have we sprinkle fall days in the transition from summer to winter. So like 1 week we'll get 1 day of fall, some days of summer, some days of winter, and then as we transition into winter, we'll get a sprinkling of fall here and there.
So it's kind of like up here. We got spring, summer, fall, winter.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe a
we
day.
don't get much of a spring either, though. Because like this last year, we got a hard freeze in April, and then a week later it was 90 degrees and stayed that way for the rest of summer. So
it's kind of like a tease. Like not even a segue into summer.
Which sucks for those of us that hate summer.
Right?
Go to bed one night, it's beautiful, wake up, dying.
Right? I told Dan the other day, I'm ready to bitch about the heat. Sam, I thought you had a day off today.
Nope. Today's Friday. I'm back. I was off yesterday and the day before.
Okay.
Got a lot of sleeping in. Got the Christmas tree up. Got the surveillance system up.
That tree looked really pretty too. Those kids had a lot of fun decorating.
Mostly my daughter.
Is that just surveillance on the outside of the house?
We have 6 cameras outside, but I went ahead and put 2 inside. That way, if for whatever reason the kids are home for an hour or 2 by themselves, I can check in on them.
I was just about to say, like, oh, now you can check on the kids.
Yeah. We put 1 in the hallway so you could see like the entrance to all the bedrooms. Yeah. And then we put 1 in the kitchen to watch the back door. So
was there a catalyst to the need for the security or
partly because I'm a tech person and stuff like that is really fun for me. But when we were in Houston for Thanksgiving, we did have people like snooping around our house. So with us being in London being out of town for 12 days in January, I would rather have the extra security.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
So, and it's not one of those monthly ones. So, it's one cost and done.
There you go. You have somebody coming over to check on the mules?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which wouldn't be as vital with my cat because, you could just kind of leave enough food out for a couple days. But my kids also have fish that have to be fed every day. So the dog goes over to his second family while we're gone.
That was the next question. What about the pupper?
Okay, a few days for cat. That's fine.
My dog, even when we're at work, he is with his second family. he goes to the babysitter with my kids because when we got him as a puppy, it was from my husband's aunt. So when my kids go and stay with my father-in-law, the aunt is right next door. So the dog goes back to see them while we're out of town, which she had his mom, but she just ran away. So
that sucks.
Yeah. Christine says she has 9 months of summer, 2 months of autumn, 1 month of winter. No spring. No spring.
Sounds about us.
She says she's on the other side of Australia, Belinda.
Yeah, we have usually from October till end of March, where it's anywhere between 28 to 45, 50 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Then it drops for the rest of the time between and 25.
So it'll probably be about maybe 70s, 80s Fahrenheit, maybe. I don't know the conversion anybody else.
I'm glad Australia. Yes. That's my kind of language.
I think we're on par to the weather like in Arizona, Phoenix, where they don't seem to have a real winter either.
Yeah.
I lived in Southeast Arizona for 6 years. So when we would get 1 day of snow and hours later it'd be gone.
Sophie gets to go to Canberra next year.
Who does?
Sophie, it's a school camp. So Canberra is on the opposite side to Australia, so she has to catch a plane. And it's going to be winter, and it's going to be snowing, and she's going to freeze her ass off.
Oh, poor thing. My condolences, mwahaha. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, a couple days ago, it was around 45 here, 45 Fahrenheit. And I told the kids, I said, this is what it's going to be like when we're in London, because it's around this temperature in January. My daughter's like, oh my God, I'm going to freeze to death. And my son's like, this is Dad. I can handle this. He's so warm-natured. Like, he can have the AC blasting and still be sweating when he's sleeping.
Oh, wow.
He's super warm all the time.
Quit glaring at me. Nemesis, is you awake? Bandit's going to be 4 on Sunday.
Christine said our temperature was 77 Fahrenheit. We went to the snow once and had to buy jackets there, as our shops would never stock those types of clothes.
Melissa Cross, you touch that tree, you're sushi. Want to hang out with the power battery thingy? You want to come up here? I'm actually impressed. This is her first Christmas with the tree. First Christmas really ever. She's actually doing pretty good.
Mine's not. He's knocked several balls off. He was chewing. on the tree itself. He unplugged the lights.
So he was being cat.
Yes. Which is why I put it in a room where we could close the door and keep the cat out. And my husband's in there laughing, watching him put the balls around. I'm like, thanks.
Is that Sophie I see?
That's Sophie.
Hi.
Hey, Sophie, how you doing?
Good.
Little Miss, I take home all the school awards.
You got all the school awards?
She got highest achievers in science, maths, English, sport, which is hilarious at the moment.
I hate sport. I hate sport at school.
Geography and citizenship and something or other, guitar. Then she got the academic award, the science award, which comes with a book.
University thingy.
A university appreciation thingy. Citizenship award.
What grade is she in?
Year 6, and she got a scholarship for high school next year.
Oh my goodness. Congratulations, kiddo.
Thanks.
Kind of rounded up end of the year after a crappy 2 months.
Yeah. That was well-deserved
And I-
accolades for all that nonsense.
Oh, wait.
Fiona is going to be school counselor next year, and she got a highest achievers award, and Michaela also won an award. So we did well.
Just wait till William goes to
Not
school.
Megan, but have you been painting your as well as cutting your hair? Really? Not paint at all.
You're rubbing it even more.
You're gonna go movie now? Try and get up now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Christine said whitewash them, Sophie.
Courtney, I think, stitching the lagoon.
Legend of Dragoon.
That's it.
That's nice.
I haven't heard of it. Have you heard of it?
It's an original, well, not original. It's like one of the early PlayStation 1 games, like classic PlayStation games. You remember when Final Fantasy 7 was coming out? Forever and a day ago. Well, Legend of Dragoon came out around the same time, and it was a 4-disc set, and it's hours of gameplay. You can actually get it now on the Vita, but it's my favorite game of all time.
It would have to be for you to do that much stitching.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Full coverage.
Have you managed to fix the Lady of the Flags? Oh, sorry, Courtney.
Spangled.
Iron Spangled.
I had to laugh when you were working on the Lady of the Flag, because I was like, yes, it does look like a creepy skeleton. Did you ever get that
What's that smoke?
fixed?
We'll wait till the next time it gets pulled out.
Uh-oh.
By the end of that night, I was like,
Yeah, I was gonna say the way that sounds, that don't sound good.
Smoke
When I was doing the
called it half the
Golden Fairy, and I was right at the end when I realised I was one thread off that I had done that. I'd done 2 one way and 1 the other way. No idea where I did it. Was not going to rip any of it out. Punched it like crazy. No one notices it.
They do it every year. You heard nobody.
You really wash your hands. because they're still blue.
When can you make it something Christmas?
Hi, Bubbles.
I would have to buy you some headphones. Unless Sophie lends you one and I replace it.
So cute.
Yes, you are evil.
Had secret powers to control all the teachers to give me all the awards.
That is the only explanation. Sophie, have your siblings helped you out
All right.
a lot?
Thank you for trying again, though. Only if she was trying to us how to kill people.
Oh, I'm secretly am. I'm learning off you. But you are very bad.
Last
Off you go.
Christine, it does that for us too in the Google Hangouts. Every time somebody talks, it changes the screen so that the person talking shows up.
Check this out, lads. Ready? Well, what is in camp? Look. What do you think? Not funny? The Mars song.
Christine asked, are you having staycations this year for Christmas or traveling around?
I am staying home.
I am going to my parents, which is 8 hours away, because that's fun to do.
We are not traveling for Christmas, but we are traveling.
Not the parents, the travel 8 hours with kids.
Belinda, are you guys still doing harvest?
No, we're finished.
Yay!
I
Pretty
was
good
more
holidays.
than over it.
Quit
But
staring.
harvest has led to sheep work, so we don't technically win.
Oh. But it's done. And that's the important part.
Yeah, no more 5 o'clock starts and 10:30 at night finishes.
That just sounds painful.
It is, because kids get shitty really quick over.
Do the kids help out with all the harvest? I had it.
They were over it. They were over not seeing their dad. They were getting up at ridiculous o'clock in the morning to see him. But with everything that happened, like Sophie's foot, the whole issue started right at the beginning of harvest.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just really stressful for everyone. Kids getting thrown here, there, until we could, until my parents could come up. And it was just ridiculously stressful.
Oh, yeah.
Belinda, Christine wants to know if you've even left West Australia after 8 hours.
No.
Move, kitten.
If you go from the bottom of Western Australia to drive to the top of Western Australia, you're looking at a 4 to 5 day drive.
Wow.
Jesus. That's like, what? That's like driving from California to New York.
So that
And then some.
Yeah, from Albany. And I think it takes a day and a half drive. No, hang on. It could actually take 2 days to go from across the ways, like from one corner to the border.
Oh, man. I swear I'm not losing my mind. I lost my damn highlighter.
I do it all the time.
Every time. I've got like 15 sitting over here, but I want that one.
Yep, I'm that particular too.
Christine said that's because West Australia takes up half the continent. Greedy buggers.
Well, she's from over east, so you know.
I'll be right back.
Oh, finally, I'm alone.
Hey, kitty.
Sorry. All right, Miss, move.
What best hate skit? Anybody?
3 broke up.
Yeah.
What is the best thing you ate for Thanksgiving?
Well, I did all the cooking. So, the pie that I didn't have to cook. Hold on, Miss.
I'm gonna say I made soup from the leftover turkey.
My green bean casserole was flipping awesome this year.
Gravy casserole.
Come here. Mimi's up. Good girl. Lay down. Be a good girl. Good girl. Say hi. Say hi. Nope. I just want to look at you, Mom.
My dog refuses to look at the camera. Like, if he can tell one's on, he will purposely look in the other direction.
Just does not want to have any attention on him. Mullet. Hold on. Missy's playing with the wrapping paper, which is right next to the tree. So I throw a Sharpie at her to get her to move. So now she's playing with the Sharpie.
My daughter said your puppies are cute.
Oh, thank you. She actually watching this?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
And then she's texting me.
Bandit, did you really have to do that?
Oh, no, you didn't.
I did.
Where's your eye pieces shiny?
I've done in here. And in here. I've done the missing piece in here.
So, Belinda, there's obviously holidays in America that y'all don't celebrate down there. What holidays down there do y'all celebrate that we would have no clue about?
Australia Day.
That's a good one.
We do Anzac Day, which is to celebrate the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps that went into World War I to fight together. That's on the 25th of April. We have, not that it is official holiday as such, as in we get a day off, but we have
Remembrance Day.
No, not Remembrance Day. Like Sorry Day, where we said and
What?
I can't think of the actual term, but it's the day that we acknowledge the massacres of the Aboriginal people. And when we also took the kids away, they call it the stolen generation, and the same thing happened too if you were a white single mother. Your kids were forcibly removed from you up until the 80s. And the same thing happened with Aboriginals, only it didn't matter if you were married or not. If you had kids, they were just forcibly removed from you.
Oh, wow.
That's
Iona,
dark.
in there? That's almost like
Michaela. We're doing a jigsaw. We also have. What else do we have? Oh, Queen's birthday. And it's a different date in every state. It's not even like a random same day celebrated in every state. It's a different day in every state. No, we don't celebrate any princess's birthday, just the Queen. When she comes, it'll be king.
We do.
Is Australia still technically under British rule, or
I know, right?
I can hear you. Yes, we are. So that's why I don't know if America has it differently, but in between the Olympic Games, we have the Commonwealth Games. So like New Zealand, Australia, England, and all that, all of them who are still underneath Commonwealth.
I know what we.
Well, we celebrate the Queen's birthday too.
Up in old
That's on a
Canada.
different day.
Is it? Oh, May 24th. Good.
We acknowledge the Queen has a birthday, and that's about it.
There's a queen? What are we talking about? Just kidding.
Well, I think it's because Canada, way back when a lot of the eastern provinces were English, or they were given over to the English by the French or something like that, when the French, the whole revolution thing, or I remember my son doing history class, and something about that. Sorry, Belinda?
Sorry, every time I speak, cutting off someone. Isn't there a castle built in Canada for the royal family for World War I or World War II as they had to leave England?
I thought I'd heard that too, that it was somewhere on one of the shores of Canada.
More about Canada than the Canadian?
I didn't even know Canada had a revolution.
They're just so quiet up there. We don't. Yeah. They just sit back and smoke their marijuana.
Right. They tag bridges with "Your mom looks nice today." We pick on Canadians, but I mean, really, they keep us from all the snow.
Oh. I mean, we have the Queen's picture on our money, so already connected to England somehow. Yeah, her face is on a lot of our money.
Yeah. Well, okay. So Eastern Canada is more French province, and then Western Canada is supposed to be more English province. Is that right, or do I have it wrong?
We have two provinces that are French English speaking: Quebec and New Brunswick, I think. They're the two that are fluent in French.
Okay. Are you fluent in French?
Je ne sais quoi.
Very nice.
Not really, but I know a little bit.
A little bit. Enough to get by.
Because you're taught French in school all the way up until grade 9.
Like mandatorily?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So when you hit high school, you just need one language credit. So I wish I took it further because I was actually pretty good at it, but I just took it grade 9, got my credit, and that's it.
Yeah.
But now that my
like our high school, we're supposed to take 2 years of a foreign language, and I was able to get wavered out of it, so I never did take a foreign language.
Oh wow!
How'd you manage to do that?
I got on a recommended program so that I could graduate high school early, and I took something else and it waived my foreign language credit.
Nice.
So I kind of wish I would have taken it though. But
Yeah.
my husband took French just to impress girls.
Well, yeah, it's the language of love. Next to that.
He
No,
he
it's
said
not.
the only thing he learned to say was, "You look very beautiful today."
Oh, that's it.
Should ask him if he still knows it.
He does. He does.
Very impressive.
Happy
My
race
husband can
and high.
speak.
No, we can't.
Yeah, Daddy can speak French, but
Oh,
he's got a strong Scottish accent, so his French is
Oh, that must sound funny.
you just don't ask Dad to speak it.
Okay, tell Dad when he comes home tonight.
Ow, son of a bee sting. First foreign language I took was French because I thought it just sounded better. And then in high school, they're like, we almost kind of need you to just learn Spanish. Why? So,
Well, it makes sense if you're down south, right?
yeah, we're one of the border states, so it's and even where I lived in Southern California, it was far enough south that it was almost like it wasn't required, but it was recommended because there were so many Spanish speakers that came up that it would just help us learn more, and especially out here in New Mexico, it's handy to know at least something more than hola. Taco.
Christine says they're mandatory Italian.
What'd she say?
Mandatory Italian.
Oh wow.
Really? Oh.
That's
Why Italian?
yeah. Oh, sorry, Mimis.
I'll let you know if she does.
Yeah.
I know it. Italian.
Technically, we need to learn more Indonesian since that's our closest country.
Yeah, I was wondering what you guys were closest to.
But instead, my kids are doing French at school.
I said I don't.
She said, "Who bloody knows?"
I didn't.
I'm just glad they're not going to make Iona learn French because she's severely dyslexic and has enough trouble learning English. And
French is a hard language to learn and to read, so
You get used to it.
do you think she might be able to learn languages phonically, like hearing it and then just kind of parroting it back?
she could, because at the minute she's learning to guitar, and she can't technically read the music, but she can play pretty well by ear.
Oh, good.
And they're happy with that. They don't care as long as she can play the music.
Yeah. In college, there was a kid in the jazz band that was the class right after us who was blind, like fully blind, and could play the trumpet like nobody's business because he learned just by hearing the music.
Mm. I had an uncle that played the violin for the Sydney Orchestra, and he couldn't read music, but he could play. You only had to listen to it once, and he could play it.
Oh, those people I'm jealous of. Because that is natural born talent. That one broke up. What?
He was probably dyslexic as well.
Probably.
It just wasn't picked up back then.
Yeah.
Well, I think I reached the pass with this jigsaw puzzle.
Not back and away until we're finished. What's happening? Your iPad's broken.
No, it's just the connection sucks today.
Christine can play the flute by ear, can't read music if her life depended on it.
That's pretty good, though. I would take the flute over having to listen to Sophie on the
Trombone.
No. What does she play? It's a form of trumpet anyway.
No, it's a cornet.
Cornet.
That's what I play. Flute.
Don't you know instruments is a cornet? You should learn it. I'll bring you back to school. It's another. And everyone can learn.
Hey, Anna.
Do you want to move around so people don't get a close up of you sticking your tongue out?
That's a lovely chin.
What time is
Nothing. It's just because the things here, when you lean, they're getting a really close view of your face. So if you walk and go around,
Christine says, I don't know, Belinda. If I get it wrong, think high pitch recorder.
oh, don't say me. Just oh.
That's what I thought I heard her say.
You're going to go to your room in a minute. All right, enough, Michaela.
But,
Oh.
what did
Ditto. Enough.
Someone did a
Three.
God damn me off now.
Two.
God damn me off.
What you doing, kitten?
Is 8 and 3. 3 kids.
There's four of us. There's Crafty Kim. There's Courtney. There's Sammy. And there's me.
And there's me.
Uh-huh.
So there's 5. I'm picturing Gypsy. I'm picturing Gypsy.
Christine asks, is there an app that you hate but you use it anyway?
Facebook.
No.
Actually, I don't even have the app anymore. It kept taking away so much battery power and storage space on my phone that I just go through the Chrome browser or whatever, but I think Pinterest would have to be it.
Because
Because of what?
Because of the app itself, you don't like Pinterest, or you don't like the way the app works?
I don't like how easy it can suck you in when you're supposed to be working.
Gotcha.
Like, for example, I was looking for bridesmaids dresses, which kind of got me more into narrowing down my dress, which got me into like this thing, and maybe I should do that. Yeah. And I should have been working.
I don't know that I have one that I don't like that I use. I have a couple I don't like, but I still have them on my phone, even though I never use them.
Why haven't you removed them yet?
Because I keep figuring right about the time I do, I'll decide I want it again.
Every time.
Because like the Stitch app that everybody talks about, I find it's too much work. It like to put everything in there. I would much rather just write it down in a notebook. But then I still have where I did use it for a while. So if I got it, I would leave that information.
Yeah. I can see where you're coming from, yeah.
And then some apps, if it's so big you can't download it if you're not on Wi-Fi. And so then if I wanted it and I wasn't on Wi-Fi, it'd be a big pain in my butt.
Yes.
When you're done, can you so that's not that? No, that's right. This book is somewhere.
I don't know if you guys saw or if you're even interested in this, but the teaser trailer for the last Avengers movie dropped on Instagram today. Apparently the full trailer is online.
I'll see it when it shows up in my Facebook feed.
You're gonna love it. It looks pretty cool. But remember, it's a teaser trailer. Did you see the last movie?
No. I'm behind it.
Yeah. It'll hurt your soul. Just forewarning.
Don't touch the tree, Will.
Christine says she didn't see it, but we'll still have to get it to you.
I'm actually surprised. For some reason, I thought that it was going to be a lot longer before we saw something about it. But movie's coming out in April. Which makes sense because Captain Marvel's coming out in March. And she's supposed to be the one that saves everybody.
Mm.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Oof. Bitch.
William, do you want to see the doggy? Is it a cute doggy? Is it cuter than sheepdog? Fair enough.
This one sheds more. Oh, she has bad gas.
We've done a lot.
Pardon?
We've done a lot. I'm at the point where I'm getting stuck again.
Melissa, leave Deadpool alone.
Who's Deadpool?
And then I'm
Missy.
move around.
They can't see me.
Christine says Australia will see the mid to late 2019. Don't you spoil anything.
Wahaha.
I probably won't watch it anyway. I'll probably have kids around me.
Yeah.
My hand's in the way.
Mm-hmm.
I know. It's in the way of everything.
They can hear.
I know. That's why I'm trying to be as loud as I can.
Do cats even listen to instructions? Only the ones they want to.
Yeah. Yep. She looks at me like, what?
If I say, okay, it's time to go eat, oh, they're all over that. If I say, quit playing with that Christmas tree, they just laugh at me.
They look at you like, how dare you say anything?
What's that noise? What's that noise?
Sounds like there's a bird dying. There's birds dying out there.
What are you working on, Christine? Are you stitching with us?
Belinda, what's the puzzle that you're working on?
One the kids picked, but they decided to pick one that had shitloads of blue.
Oh, but it's cute.
I love it. It's been fun.
Lost my pen.
I got sore eyes, Mum.
Got
It reminds
left,
me
like
of
all the pieces that are left are blue.
I hate blue. You stole all the good pieces, Mum.
She's stitching her first mill hill called Pumpkin Patch.
Ooh, very cool.
She started it with Claire from Pyrex Stitchers.
Oh,
How are you liking on a mill hill? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Never stitched one.
I need some water.
Missy. What are you crying about? I gotta give props to my fiance. I'm not a quiet talker, like ever at all. He's still sleeping.
Kind of curious about that.
Yeah, no, he's just softly snoring.
I just had a whole bunch of that.
Really going down.
Seriously, didn't think they were so big. I think mill hill comes in multiple sizes.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Don't they come in like there's like the small ones, like the sleighs or whatever, and then you got the bigger ones.
Oh, I think she might have been talking about the cat. Because she said, hang on, he's a male.
Oh.
You have the cat in here.
It looked.
Mine doesn't. Mine's a pretty light sleeper, and he's one of those, when he wakes up, he go back to sleep. Grumpy all day because he's tired.
Yeah. Cute, Linda.
That one was a lot more work than it looked.
So cute.
That took less than a day, beginning to end.
Wow. Dang. How do you finish them, Belinda?
I have no idea. That's why that's just placed. That
It's cute.
yes, because we can't
That one is really pretty.
That one was a lot more beady than I thought.
It looks like it's practically all bleed.
Yeah.
Not quite, but Yeah. Oh, where's the squirrel? That's the one I was looking for. The squirrel.
Did you even put that on the tree?
Yeah, because it's a Christmas ornament. It might be an autumn ornament, but it's a Christmas one for us.
Why would I put it in the tree?
I did, unless William took it.
I told Lexi the other day, I was like, I'm going to keep stitching ornaments, and someday we'll only have stitched ornaments on the tree. And she's like, no. Okay.
You can tell Will.
They just dumped it all right there.
And this one was like 13 colors, which really surprised me.
It's adorable though.
So cute.
So it was supposed to be a magnet, but it's a Christmas tree ornament for us.
That works.
Yes. Nothing says Christmas like a squirrel holding a nut.
Well, it's like summer for y'all, so it's pretty appropriate. It's more appropriate than a snowflake.
I chose this puzzle anyway.
The first stocking I ever did.
Wow.
Mine.
Oh man.
One of these
So
days,
the
I will
whole-
stitch a stocking.
Do
Yeah.
not be obsessive like I was, that they had to be the same brand. Like they all had to be gold dimensions with a Santa. Don't ask me why, but it felt like I had to.
That one's Michaela's. It's huge.
Yeah, that one's Michaela's.
No, I'm the oldest and I get the smallest one.
No, you got Santa, Leslie.
I don't
That one is nice.
You don't get.
How long did it ultimately take you to do Williams?
Williams was painful.
Yeah.
Williams was 2 years. They all took 2 years. Is that his was a painful 2 years because I was nearly finished with Michaela's and I was like, yes, no more stockings ever. And then I felt pregnant with William.
Karma.
And just the thought of having to do another stocking just did not make any of the process enjoyable at all.
Mum hates.
So it's not that I regret doing it. It was just
Painful.
Yeah.
I was too excited on the thought of not having to do another one.
You shouldn't have gotten excited, Mum, because then you might have not had a Willie. I'm a nice Sophia.
All right, I think I'm done.
You're done with the puzzle?
Sammy, I will tell you that when it comes to finally stitching up a stocking, like anything else, make sure it's something you enjoy stitching.
Yeah.
Or don't be like I was, where they had to be gold dimension. If you were someone that could do 4 different stockings from 4 different designers, it probably wouldn't have been so painful.
My one's wider.
Excuse me, damn it.
But it is what it is.
I gotta show you the one I did for Dane. Hang on.
Christine says, I thought they were small, so picked one for next season, opened it up and realized this one's 5 by 5, stared at it forever thinking, what have I done?
Mum, I just found 3 lollies in our stocking right there. Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, I don't know. What? You had 3 lollies
So,
in your stocking.
I did a whole bunch of these as ornaments. And these killed me for making freaking ornaments. And then this I made for Dane before we were even together.
Wow.
I love that.
And he finished it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And I've tried finding the pattern again, and I can't find it. But it's got beads and metallic thread, and it's really pretty. And he's put it together.
It's not a
I need one with no basket.
Then I made one for my now ex-husband, and I like hated it. Every second I stitched on it, I hated it. This one I enjoyed much more.
Ooh. And that in itself says a lot.
Right? Don't touch my damn tree.
Can you tell the decorations Will put up?
Oh, those are cute. Of course, they're like all on the bottom
William's
where you can reach.
got a corner of just his.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm going to go and get some stuff done since it's nearly 1 o'clock.
All right, Belinda, you have a good day.
Yeah. Good talking to you, Belinda.
It was nice finally talking to you, Courtney.
See you later.
Bye, Belinda. Bye, Belinda.
God, I love Belinda.
No. Good night. Good night.
Hey, Damon. You want to lay down? Laying down? Nancy. Nancy.
Okay. On the charger.
Hi, Popeyes. Nope. Okay.
I'm about to have to find a way to rearrange because it's starting to flood.
How does your shack sit on the wheels? Because there was that one day that you had shown the rig that you were working on at that time, and you showed your shack, and it literally looks like it's on a trailer. So how does it sit there, like, and you feel comfortable sitting in it? For me, I'd be a little worried.
I mean, it's stable. It doesn't move or anything. Most of them. There have been one or two that I've had to be like, they've got like jacks, more or less, that they lower on either side of the wheel. And so typically the wheel's not touching the ground. It's on the jack. I don't know. It's different for every shack, but it's more or less a tiny little house built on a trailer, a tiny trailer. So, because that's how they moved them from rig location to rig location.
Oh, sure.
So,
but it's still pretty sturdy with even when the wind gets pretty bad. Hello.
Do you have a favorite shack?
No, not really. I mean, location, yeah. Shacks themselves, not really. They all suck. There are some that I've noticed are a little bigger than others, though. So those are kind of nice. I'll get in and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
And it's like an extra foot.
You don't realize how much you love that extra foot until it's gone.
Now so when Casey first started working out here, the shack doors would open out. So it makes it feel way bigger if they open out, but the wind would catch the door and somebody'd be holding onto the handle and then they'd fling the person across the, it became a safety hazard. So they had to make all the doors come in. So then you've got to move everything out of the way to open the door.
Right.
But there are still a couple shacks out there that still open outwards. And I do prefer those because, I can have stuff sitting all the way up until the door and still open the door.
Of all the rig locations that you've worked at since you've done your job in the last couple of years, what is the farthest? There's two questions. What is the farthest one you've had to travel? And then what is your most favorite one you've gotten to work at?
I have two answers for the second question. So at one point, right before Ryan was going to have one of his surgeries, my boss said, I've got this shack. It's out in Alpine, it was almost a 2-hour drive for me. And she's like, I just need you to work it a couple days. It's fixing to close. You're fixing to be off for a week and a half. Can you just cover it for like 3 days? And I was like, yeah, sure. And so you drive down I-10 and then you turn off and you kind of go, not into mountains, but, a more mountainous type region. And Jack at this gate, and then the rig was 10 miles past the shack. So I was up there completely with gorgeous mountains and sunset. And it was amazing. So it was one of my favorite. Wow. It was one of my favorites. Went out there, I just felt cool.
Yeah.
So that was one of my favorite locations, but I had a favorite rig for a little while because I got to know a lot of the guys that worked on it, and like they would check in on me, or I brought them for Christmas. I worked with them for 7 months, so I got to know them, and that was a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
And now I bounce all over the place. So actually, she's had me out here for almost a month now, and I see nobody all night long.
Like ever.
Ever. My mother-in-law worked out here today. She did maybe half a page. So like, this is half a page.
Oh, wow. And those are all the trucks that are leaving. Just passing by.
Coming or leaving. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. And like one of them was here to fill up our generator. So he didn't actually go on location. One of them was out here to clean the porta potty. So he didn't go on location.
Aside from that one where the gas leak that you had at the one rig, have there ever been any other safety or exciting things that have happened?
Not really. I mean, there was that one rig where they basically kicked me off in the middle of my shift, and that kind of sucked.
Right.
But no, we've had H2S alarms sometimes, but that's been it for me. I've heard of other rigs where like somebody's gotten injured, and so you have your ambulances and all that. There was one time one of my friends was actually working the rig, and a guy died in the middle of her shift, and so then it becomes even more vital that we're there because we got to keep the news out and every reporters. We can't let them get in there and try and twist the story before an investigation can happen.
Yeah.
But yeah. For the most part, it's a pretty mundane job.
You basically get paid to stitch.
Yep.
Lucky.
I get paid, and it's decent pay. I mean, it's not like a minimum wage job. So.
Right.
I get all these other guards that they'll complain about. It's too boring. It's too far of a drive. It's this. It's that. And I'm just like, for what I get paid and what I have to do, this is like the perfect job.
Exactly. Yeah. Read a book, dude.
Right?
1, 2, 3. Kim, what do you do up in Canada?
I'm a dog groomer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's a fun job.
Yeah, I run my business out of my house.
What's your favorite breed to groom? Whoa.
That's a hard one.
Christine is commenting on the fact that I get paid. And she said, it's for when shit goes wrong. I won't swap you for that.
I like golden retrievers. They usually come in all day, and then I make them.
Those are pretty dogs, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's something satisfying when I have the dryers going on the dog and the hair's just flying out of the dog. I'm like, oh, get out of there. It's just, I don't know.
My coworkers, they're always like, oh my gosh, you have so much dog hair all over you, but you have dog hair living on you, so.
Yeah, it's part of my attire.
Yeah.
For some reason, when my Chihuahua gets scared, it's like all his fur just decides to fall off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's normal.
You picture like a cartoon where it just like, there's all this hair that goes everywhere, except it's wherever he's laying. So like one day it was really cold outside and he got in the car and he laid down on my jacket. So he's sitting there shivering and I pick him up and I've got a perfect imprint of Chihuahua, like thick coat of hair on my jacket.
Awesome.
Ooh, color. Pretty color.
We have 4 dogs, so of course dog hair is a condiment in our house. And right now they're shedding. Look, and what's odd is that it's the short-haired, the girls that are shedding right now more than the boys who have longer hair. They shed more in the summer, especially Vlad.
Well, that's kind of what I thought about Bandit when he jumped in there and then he like shed all over everything. I'm like, you have short hair and it's winter. You don't need to be losing not a basis. You need all you can get.
That's what I was saying about my bandit too. The one that was just here. She's got the shortest hair of the, well, Sandy's the short, like her hair, like she doesn't shed very much, but Bandit does, which is just very weird. I think because she's Jasper's and Sandy's daughter, obviously, and Jasper's a pit lab, which is that soft, sheddy fur, and then Sandy is a brown coontail, which is I guess a cousin of the Rottweiler, and so of course it's that sleek fur. So she's got an amalgam of the both. It's really nice and soft, honestly.
I know so many people have about what you're doing. No, they shed.
Yep.
And a lot of dogs are shedding more now because, well, it's people are turning on their furnaces, so now their natural body instincts is all out of whack. That's inside. Oh, I gotta lose my hair.
And see, I've never even thought of it like that. You learn something new.
Speaking of, so I didn't know I had an attic until yesterday, and my husband gets up in the attic and he's like, "There's an AC up here," and Jeremy, my brother-in-law, was like, "Oh yeah, brand new. They bought the AC, they put it up there. They never ran the vents and stuff to hook it up. So there's a brand new AC sitting in my attic."
Like a central air?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow. The house wasn't originally made for central air, so they bought the unit and then realized they were going to have to run all the vents, you know, like cut holes to have the whole 9 yards, and I guess gave up on it.
So once they realized they had to put work into comfort, they gave up.
Yeah. So Christine says hers is a Westie cross and has double coat all year round, a wiry undercoat and a fluffy top coat.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Actually,
I would imagine.
I like doing Westies, actually. If you want to see my Facebook page and see all the pictures of my dog.
Of course. But I don't know where my phone is. But wait, I'm on the interwebs. And look, there's Facebook.
It's just called Kim's Dog Grooming. There could be others out there, I don't know, but it does have my picture of a face and a golden retriever on there. And I guess the location.
Oh, for God's sakes.
But it's funny. I told you, Sammy, didn't I? I don't know. Because one day I booked a lady with 2 dogs, 2 Yorkies. She never showed up. I'm like, oh, this is why I hate booking new clients over the Facebook thingy jig. Because I had a feeling like, oh, this new person's not going to show up. And she didn't. Anyway, later on, she messaged me and said, oh, I'm so sorry if I didn't show up. And then we suddenly realized with talking, I'm like, I'm in Canada. You're in the States. This is not going to work. It's like 3,000 miles away. I'm like, okay. I guess she just moved and just didn't realize I wasn't near her. I don't know. I didn't even think to ask because, you know, I would just assume people could see the location and.
Right.
So, Kim, when you spell the name for Facebook, is it with an apostrophe or no?
Apostrophe, yeah.
Because I've got a picture of a park in Louisiana.
No.
Kim's Dog Grooming in La Paz, Louisiana.
No.
Kim's Professional Dog Grooming.
No. I guess they always show up the ones closest to your location, I guess.
Yeah, because I just got Florida and Louisiana. Damn it.
That's weird.
It's not like I could hire you anyway.
No, I know. You
know.
should still be able to see anyone on Facebook, right?
Oh, yeah, you're supposed to. So I'm going to stalk you here.
Is there a way to send a link? I wonder. I don't know. Yeah, just Kim's Dog Grooming.
Wonder if I put Canada. Cans.
I know what I'll do. Can I put it in the virtual hangout, Sammy?
Yeah.
That'll work.
Christine says, it's confusing though. When I was visiting my mother in another state, we went to book movie tickets for her local cinema, but end up finding out they were in the States, not Melbourne.
Yeah, it makes things complicated.
That's a real
I posted the link under for this hangout. Because I just recently did a Westie, and she came in such a horrible, dirty state. So I took before and afters.
Cat hair all over the laptop. Good thing I'm off tomorrow. It's
That's just good publicity. That's what makeup models do, right? A before and after. Yeah. Really bad cases.
And then I guess they changed the way the page looks a little bit, but yeah, October 27th I did her.
Christine says the only thing that gave it away was it cost me nearly triple the price.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a cute puppy. Oh my goodness. And of course you forget these things are alive when you're just using your dumb voice.
Yeah, there was one day because Australians currency is also called a dollar. And so Belinda was on here telling us about their minimum wage, their price of a car, all this stuff, and I was like, that all sounds really good. But in y'all's dollar and the conversion rate, it's still good, but sounds good.
Yeah. I was even thinking too, because I told her, I'm like, I would, if she's willing, I will buy a headband from Sophie. And she's like, no, Sophie says it's a gift. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I sat there and thought, but how would I pay her? All right. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is a change.
Her name's Emma.
She's so adorable. I want to kiss her face.
DMC at my Joann's is 56 cents.
Holy shit. That is some great work there, Kim.
Oh, thank you.
It's a shame you don't look like that. I got 4 dogs that could really use a bath.
4, wow. It's a house full.
It's never a dull moment until they're all asleep and snore.
Yeah.
Well, Jasper snores really loud. Okie dokie, where the fuck? Oh, there I am. There I are.
Our DMC and Michael's is 73.
How much is DMC up there?
Christine, it is
73 for us.
Oh, God. That's expensive for DMC.
But in the conversion, doesn't that make it the same?
Probably.
Yeah.
But what y'all Canadian? Canadian dollars to US dollars.
It doesn't that like change every day?
It does, but they say it's only slightly. So you said yours is 75 cents?
73.
73. So that's 55 here. That's
about the same.
Yeah.
You technically pay a little less than we do.
Yeah.
How much is yours, Christine? Honestly. Because yeah, sometimes they talk about how it's more expensive overseas, but then when you convert it, is it? You know?
Yeah.
I can imagine in Australia it probably is though, because the import, you know, they have such a high tariff on imports.
Why though? I'm kind of curious. Christine, why does Australia have such a high tax on imports?
Because they're a big island? I don't know.
Populated formerly by criminals from Britain. That's like my favorite part of Australian history. It's like, you realize where those people came from, right? You realize why they are so tough that they are.
For some reason, I thought Canadian was par with Australian, but I don't know. Canadian to...
It's close. It's like
$1 Canadian dollar equals $1.04 Australian.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. She says they start a minimum $1 US dollar, not their dollar.
For DMC?
Yeah, but they're far away. I mean, DMC is American based. So then by the time you get it over there and you've paid the taxes on getting it imported, and then, you know, your stores or whatever have to mark it up. She says she's only 2 hours from Antarctica.
Wow.
Bug eyes.
Stitchy Witch Brit joined us on YouTube. Your name's not fun to say. Oh, flight time. 2 hours flight time.
Oh, okay.
So,
which is a difference.
Yeah. See, but I was thinking, is it? Some people actually do that. My husband was just talking about, actually, you can get in trouble for doing it if DMC found out you were doing it, because like 123 Stitch cannot sell to anybody but Canada and US because of the money difference. So he was saying, you know, buy them and ship them over to Australia for people. And there are people that do that. They do, or they'll wait till like we have those 3 for $1 sales, and they'll just buy a whole bunch and send them to overseas. Because I'm thinking in the UK it's like $1.26 or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, they're called like Stitchy Fairies or something.
Yeah, it's 126 pounds, which is even more.
Yeah.
In American. Yeah.
For some reason, I thought that DMC was a French business or French made. I don't know. I've only been stitching for 5 years.
Yeah. I don't think so. Christine says we would never have a 3 for $1 sale. We used to have 4 for $1 before they started hiking the prices up.
Yeah.
Back when it was like 40 cents chain, when it would go on sale, we'd get it for 25 cents.
At Walmart, they used to sell it for regularly 33 cents, but they've got like the skeins that nobody ever uses.
Yeah. Well, they're saying they are French. Well, then why do we get it so much cheaper than everybody else?
We're just special. Could be a, we might like, there could be a U.S. based plant that's owned by France. I mean,
well,
like
that's what I was thinking. They expanded and they have here and there now.
Possible.
Can't remember. I feel like I heard something about that at some point.
I was just about to say that. I was like, I feel like
sounds
familiar. Someone else was talking about
Put the battery down.
Trade agreement.
Missy, come here. Come here, Missy.
Girl the shit.
Little shit. Come here, baby.
And I don't know.
I know a lot of traders
have this problem too. Like if I were to I pay shipping, but don't you sometimes have to pay again?
Oh, me?
Yeah, because wasn't Jennifer talking about she ordered from 123 Stitch, paid shipping, but then she had to pay
customs.
Customs.
Customs, yeah. I got like dinged 3 times, so I've stopped ordering from 123 Stitch now. Because I think I had like a $60 order, or maybe it was 100, but I remember having to pay $17 extra.
Holy crap.
So I'm like, why do you bother ordering anymore? Like, it doesn't make it any cheaper for me.
It doesn't really justify, because I know that a lot of people from out of the country, like US or like the UK, Canada, Australia, whoever, when they talk about having to order from 123 Stitch, it's like you have to make the shipping justifiable, but it almost seems like there is no justifying the shipping anymore.
No, not customs.
Christine says, you talking to your animal sounds like me talking to my kid.
Well, to be fair, these are my kids at the moment, so.
She says, they don't pay customs, but shipping is stupid, so you question everything.
Oh, of course. The hidden costs.
Shoot. I'm going to lose my camera. Dadgummit.
You hit the wrong button again.
Yes. And I can't fix it. Oh, yeah, I should be able to fix it.
No, I'm probably disappear again. I'm just going to finish this one color, then I got to get to bed.
I probably should too, to be honest. I'm having so much fun.
I know, I'm loving this new start.
I just love stitching with other stitchers from all over the world, literally.
I know.
And look, so close. So close.
Oh.
It's starting to hurt me how close it is. Gotta wake up the man so we can go to bed. Oh, I think we lost Sam.
Well, she'll probably pop back on.
Yeah, most likely. Hi, Popeyes. Good morning. It's 3 days later. It's Monday morning. I have to go to work now. Bye. Really? You're cute. I'm virtually stitching. There's somebody from Canada. I got to name Kim. And then there was Sammy in Texas. And then Belinda in Australia. Christina in Australia. And then somebody else, but she didn't say where she was. Vicky, honey, I almost done.
You really are.
I know. My goal is to have this damn thing done by the end of the weekend. With how close it is, it'll be done by the end of tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Then are you officially halfway?
It'll have a page finish, a row finish. Woo-hoo. Only took me for damn ever to get this far. How many whips do you have going?
I don't know, 20 something.
20 something. That's not as bad as some of I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help you, ma'am? And thus ends my night. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay, bro.
You waking up to go to bed? Well, Kim, it's been fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can set this up again so we can do this again. This is great.
Oh yeah, I'm usually here a lot in the evening.
Yes. Resting, relaxing, stitching. You have a great night. Stay warm up there.
Will do. Bye.
Bye.